Welcome to tutorial 6. In this tutorial we discuss some problems based on lecture 11. That is, we discuss problems on Gauss-Jordan elimination and solution to system of linear equations. Solve the following system by Gauss-Jordan elimination. So in this Gauss-Jordan elimination, you have to first take out the coefficient matrix and write it as Ax equal to B form. Write the augmented matrix and then apply elementary row operations to bring the augmented matrix to row reduced echelon form. So once you reduce it to row reduced echelon form, the matrix that you get is matrix with rows 1 0 2 0 minus 2 3 0 1 minus 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 minus 2 2 and all zeros in the last row. So the pivotal entries are in the first, second and third rows, first, second and fourth columns. So therefore the basic variables are x1, x2 and x4, and free variables are x3 and x5. Now assigning arbitrary values to the free variables, we get the first observation is that there is no pivot on B, so therefore the system is consistent. And now we substitute the values of put in arbitrary values for the free variables and solve for the basic variables. So you get x5, put x5 equal to beta, then x4 is 2 plus 2 beta, and then x3 is alpha, x2 is 1 plus alpha minus beta, and x1 is 3 minus 2 alpha plus 2 beta. So here you have more work in solving this problem. You have to write down the coefficient matrix and then append the vector B as the last column and take the augmented matrix, do elementary row operations and bring it to row reduced echelon form. Okay, that must be done by you. You have to take a pen and paper or your notebook and do it. Let's move to the next problem. Check if the system is consistent. If so, determine the solutions. So here again solve, take the coefficient matrix and bring it to row reduced echelon form. When you bring it to row reduced echelon form of the augmented matrix, what you get is that the rank of the augmented matrix is one more. There is a pivotal entry on the last column, so therefore B contains a pivotal entry, which means that the system is inconsistent. So now let's move to the next problem. Check if the system is consistent. If so, determine the solution. As did earlier, you should probably pause the video here, write down the matrix, and then apply write down the coefficient matrix with B as the last column, and then apply elementary row operations and bring this matrix to a row reduced echelon matrix. So you can pause the video here and then do the computation. I will now show the row reduced echelon form of this augmented matrix. The row reduced echelon form of the augmented matrix is with rows 1 0 0 2 minus 10 by 9 0 1 0 1 by 3 23 by 27 0 0 1 minus 7 by 3 121 by 7, and the last row all entries 0. So the rank of the augmented matrix is equal to the rank of the matrix A, where A is the coefficient matrix. So therefore the system is consistent, and the basic variables are x1, x2, x3, and the free variable is x4. So put x4 equal to alpha, then you get x3 as 121 by 27 plus 7 alpha by 3, x2 as 23 by 27 plus alpha by 3, and x1 as minus 10 by 9 plus 2 alpha. So this gives you the solution for the system of linear equations. Now let's move to the next problem. Determine the value of k in this system so that the system of linear equations x plus y minus z equal to 1, 2x plus 3y plus kz equal to 3, x plus ky plus 3z equal to 2 has no solution, infinitely many solution, or exactly one solution. So we have to find k such that this has no solution first. So the augmented matrix of AB, if I take the augmented matrix and reduce it to row reduced echelon form, then what you get is this matrix. Now for this system to have no solution, the column here, the 3 by 3, the third entry in the third column must be 0 and the other entry must be non-zero. So for that we need k equal to minus 3. So if I take k equal to minus 3, then the rank of augmented matrix will be 3 while the rank of A will be 2. So therefore the system will be inconsistent and will have no solution. Now for the system to have infinitely many solution, the bottom row should be 0. So how do we get the bottom row to be 0? Bottom row can be 0, that means the third entry in the fourth column must be 0, and that the only way that can be 0 is k equal to 2, and that will ensure that the third entry in the third column is also 0. So therefore the system has infinitely many solutions if k is equal to 2, and it has exactly one solution if both of them have to be non-zero. That means k cannot be the third entry in the third column must be non-zero, then the system will have infinitely many solutions, sorry, unique solution. That means, see, k must be not equal to 3 and k not equal to 2. So when k is not equal to 3 and k is not equal to 2, the system will have exactly one solution. So this concludes the tutorial 6.